Hello, 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 hello. Good evening. It is quarter after 7 UK time. I believe it is same quarter after 7 Nigerian time, and same quarter after 2 o'clock USA time, EST. My name is Otunba Olabode Oseni. This program is scheduled to uh, for interaction with the national leader of Yoruba campaign group, Professor Bolaji, Professor Banji Akintoye. Unfortunately, he's unable to come to the show. I think due to a bit of tiredness, and hence I decided to do this show on my own. Just give me 1 second as I'm getting a message from his PA. I think the PA is just sending a message. Yeah, hello? Yeah?
Yeah.
Uh, mo ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ń sìn yín ìgbà tí mo fẹ́ máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ tí wọ́n bá lè join mi sìn that would be nice. Mo ti send link sí wọn kẹkàn press ẹ̀kan wọlé ni. Ó sì kì í bẹ̀rẹ̀ ju 30 minutes. Okay. All right. Don't worry. Má worry. Bá mi kí wọn máa. I'll just do one-on-one with myself. Yeah?
Wọ́n kọ báwọn wà pẹ̀lú yín. Wọ́n ti wà pẹ̀lú yín sìn yìí lórí YouTube. Lórí YouTube, but me gẹ́ẹ̀tì bàbá òṣù ń bẹ̀.
Yeah, bàbá ò lè show me because wọlé sọ́dọ̀ mi. Ṣé bí mi send the link àwọn náà máa wọlé sọ́dọ̀ mi? So we have been doing this. Sínú studio. Tán bá press kíní ẹ̀ á jáde nínú studio èmi àti wọn á jọ wà nínú studio. Yá ti ṣe kíní more than 100 times now. Yeah, mo send link yẹn sí wọn. Bóyá kí n send this.
Èmi ti wọlé, mo ti wọlé.
No, press tó bá wọlé ọ̀dọ̀ mi ló máa wá join me in studio. Is what I've been doing the last. But what I'm saying ni pé I need okay link tí mo send to bàbá jẹ́ kí n send it sí wọn náà sìn kó press it. Yeah, but I can't. I think we're having some technical issues, some technical problems. I don't want to start saying it's logistic, but I've already made up my mind to do it on my own. I've been doing this show business for almost 20 years now, and I can understand if Baba is not feeling fit. I don't know. He's an 88-year-old man, one of the strongest 88-year-old people to ever come across. Even if we go at 76, yeah, fine. I'm okay. I have no major problem to report to my doctor or to my anybody that I'm not feeling this. I'm okay. But then again, that's a whole 12-year difference. Láàrin èmi àti Professor Banji Akintoye. The gap is a lot. And for Professor Banji Akintoye to be going through all what he's doing, my complaint, my worries have always been that Papa is doing the job of be made job. So you can appreciate him. But then that cannot continue forever. That cannot continue forever because in the process, there'll be holes, there'll be gaps, there'll be areas where certain things need to be done, and because in your only one be made at the same time, that becomes an issue. But having said that, I'm still of the opinion if we could do better. We can still sort things out by rearranging, redesign this show as it is. the business, the project as it is. And how do we do it? We do it by getting more people to join him in the business of working towards actualization of the Yoruba business. A lot of people have completely different opinion from what I have, but I cannot say anything more than we are still probably not getting it right. And as long as we are not getting it right, the result is probably not going to be fantastic. That is the truth. Uh, and if we don't get a nice result, uh, some people will be saying, "Killer and she, I wrote you to it," but they won't know that technically there's some areas that we are not getting right. I have a call again from Papa's PA. Yeah, mo ti send link yẹn sí ẹ again.
Hello, Baba.
Ẹ ra sà.
Hello.
Hello sà, ẹ kalẹ́ sà.
Hello, Baba.
Hello sà, mo ń dá yín lóhùn sà.
Mi ò lè wọnú program bóyá tí nǹkan bá yín sọ̀rọ̀.
Kò burú sà.
I have been at this now for almost 30 minutes.
Very unusual because a ti nírú problem ilé ẹ̀kan rí, but the same link tí mo send sí yẹn náà lẹ lè fi wọlé. But having said that, Baba, ẹ má.
We do what we did once before.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, sir. I will do that. Ẹ má worry. Let me ask you just one or two questions, and I will let you. I will ask you one or two questions, and I will let you go. I can imagine it.
All right, so you just ask me the questions.
Okay, sir. All right.
Okay.
Well,
I will answer.
Okay, sir. And genuinely, I'm not going to do more than 10-15 minutes with you. Then I will continue the show on my own. I can understand, sir, Baba. 88 kì í ṣọmọdé ọdún strong gan ju àwọn 28 mi lọ. Baba, well, let me start by saying now we have a new dispensation. Ṣé ẹ ń gbọ́rọ̀ mi, sir? Ṣé ti ń gbọ́ sí i, sir? Ṣé ẹ ń gbọ́, sir? Ṣé ti ń gbọ́rọ̀? Ṣé ti ń gbọ́ sí i, sir? Yes, sir. Well, I want to welcome you to this monthly briefing. I think I have this. I must say I'm very grateful and appreciate that you give me once a month to talk to me as one of the media people. And we have worked together before, and we continue to work together till the last day. Till time of rí ilẹ̀ wa gbà, Olúwa sì gbà bẹ́ẹ̀ fún wa sà. Ẹ kú iṣẹ́ takuntakun tẹ́ ń ṣe. Olúwa gbàdúrà àṣà wàhálà yín ò ní jẹ́ sásán sà. I want to quickly start to what's your initial reaction that we now have a new president in Nigeria? Because any which way anybody want to say it, we are still Nigerians. Nigerians ṣèṣì ni wá as we speak until tá a máa fi sọ pé a ti wà nílẹ̀ wa kò yé yín sìn. So what's your initial reaction to the emergence of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, a Yoruba man?
Yes, we do have a Yoruba man now as president. That's in the past 2 days, and that's a huge thing. I have sent a message rejoicing with him. I have also made it clear to him that as president of Nigeria, our Budama Purofi is president, and therefore what we want, we tell him. And what we want is a Yoruba country outside of Nigeria. But we will pursue it in our usual peaceful and law-abiding manner. And we will also be close to him as a brother. And that's all. The Budama song, but there is no doubt in the minds of those of us who want a separate country for the Yoruba people, that Nigeria is not sustainable. He is going to give it his best. There is no question about that. But even his best is not going to prove good enough to sustain Nigeria. If they want to ban Nigeria then in the past 80 years, àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké ní Adó Èkìtì wọn ní ó ti kọjá be careful, ó ti kọjá pé ẹgbẹ́ ó ní ọgbọ́n kan tá a fẹ́ dá kò sọ́gbọ́n kankan mọ́. You cannot be a citizen, you cannot be a nationality in a country with another nationality in the same country that is saying, we are going to conquer you, we are going to break you, we are going to kill, maim, destroy, we are going to rape your women, we are going to... and they are trying to do so. And at some point, in fact, they tried to block the road from the middle belt to the southwest, in order, according to them, to starve out the Yoruba people. If you are in the same country with such people and you say that, then that nation is foolish. We cannot continue to be in the same nation with people who say they're going to conquer us, they're going to break us, they're going to starve us to nothing. Kì í ṣe dandan lọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà. It's not compulsory. Tí ò bá ṣe kálukú lọ ṣe tiẹ̀ lọ́tọ̀, ṣùgbọ́n pé àwa máa lajú sílẹ̀ máa jẹ́ kéèyàn kan wá kọ́ńkà wa. It is not going to happen. We are Yoruba. Apparently, the people are forgetting that we are Yoruba, the largest ethnic group, the largest nationality in Africa. Yes, the most capable nationality in Black Africa. Yeah. Are they forgetting that? You're going to conquer us? What an insult. Yeah, we are going to get out of Nigeria. There is no question of that. We wish our brother well. We wish him a good job. But nothing that can happen now can make us, after the past 80 years, 80 years of continual invasion by another ethnic group that is constantly saying we are going to kill, maim, destroy you. No, there is no reason why we should want to stay in Nigeria, especially because while they are saying that, the government of Nigeria is not declaring their activities as criminal. The government is actually helping them. That is, that's the complicity of the federal government in their criminalities. We can't stay in that kind of country. Now, thank God for our brother. Thank God for rewarding him with the presidency of Nigeria. He helped another citizen before. Now God has rewarded him. And that's all. But do we Yoruba people want to stay in Nigeria because of that? The answer is no. We don't want to stay in Nigeria because of that. That is it, my dear brother.
Yes, sir. Well, I hear you, sir. But I'm looking at your position, or the position of the campaigners, which I'm also one of them.
Of the self-determination, people fighting for self-determination for the Yoruba nation.
That's exactly what I also mean. But then, Prof, we also need to be we also need to look at this journey from different angle. Yes, ultimately, all what we want is a Yoruba nation, but here we have a change of guard, a change. If the change of guard in Nigerian governance now offers us virtually all what we want, so the question is, the mainstream Yoruba people, or the other part of the Yoruba people, turn around and say, well, Professor Banji Akintoye, hold it. Now, most of the reasons why we want to leave Nigeria and stay on our own has not been met. Hold on, sir. Hold on, sir. Papa, hold on, sir.
There is no one of our reasons for wanting to leave Nigeria is now satisfied. No. So if anybody tells me, Professor Akintoye, one of the reasons why we wanted to leave Nigeria is now satisfied, I will tell him, no, you are wrong.
Okay.
Don't will sorry pay after president.
No, Baba, as we speak, the Southwest people of that's mainly Yoruba people, where you and I come from, we still remain geographically structured to be part of Nigeria. And as we speak now, we cannot just detach, ourselves just like that from Nigeria. So
we can detach ourselves
Baba,
by laboring at it.
Yeah, we're okay. But then again, you've been on this program for, and you and I know, sir, if this is going to be a political process, it is not the other alternative to political process is what the ordinary man on the street will call it, all that kind of thing. But that you and I know, sir, that is not going to work. But if you allow me to tell you what I'm trying to say, sir, critically, if most of what an average Yoruba man is looking for is now offered, like, for example, security, economic, our own, we can control our own economy, we can control our security, we can do virtually every other thing. So, majority of other people will say, Kila tun wa káàkiri, because about a large number of people are saying, Yoruba land, the possibility that we might encounter àwọn problems tí a ṣe nísìn. What will you tell them, sir? Because tá a bá sọ pé gbogbo nǹkan tá a fẹ́ lọ ṣe ní Yoruba land àti ṣe ó ti wà available nsìn. I'm just being
Why are you saying things that are not true tonight?
Baba,
we are not doing them.
Baba,
we are not in a position. We can never, as part of Nigeria, be in a position to do what we will be able to do in our Yoruba country. So let's let that be clear. About our educated ones among our people, get clear in our thinking and in our communication.
Yeah.
There is nothing that we can do now that is remotely akin to what we will be able to do in our own separate country.
Again, I'm not speaking. I'm just.
The man who is president is our brother, but he's president of Nigeria nevertheless. We communicated with the president of Nigeria before him to say that we wanted to leave Nigeria, and we stated our reasons. The reasons have not changed. And so we continue to ask him to organize so we can negotiate with Nigeria and leave Nigeria. That's not difficult to understand. It's not rocket science. We will continue to relate to him as the president of Nigeria. And as the president of Nigeria, he owes us now a duty to answer our many letters to the president, and to particularly grant one big thing that we ask for, namely a chance to negotiate between the Yoruba nation and the Nigerian state. That is it. If anybody says, oh, now that we have a president, almost everything that we wanted is granted unto us, it's not true. It's not true. It's not true. That's a hyperbole that is grossly incorrect. It's not true. We need to understand the kind of relationship that has existed from the beginning between Nigeria and the rest and Yoruba land in Nigeria. It has been one in which the Yoruba have been gradually dragged down to almost nothing. It has been so. Less than 2 years after independence, the rest of Nigeria used the power of Nigeria to drag the Yoruba region down. And we have been going down ever since then. Everything of value that we created in the 1950s has been destroyed. Yeah, our educational system is virtually dead. And then when our young people go through that educational system, they cannot get job because our region has been destroyed. The factories that we created in the 1950s in our industrial estates are all now churches or what do they call it? Event places and things like that. We created the largest estate for palm oil production in Africa, perhaps in the world. The factory has been built. There is hostility that is achieving all these things against us. There is no way we can say, oh, now one of us is president and therefore everything is okay. No, nothing is okay for the Yoruba people. That is it. Of course, we love our own, we love our brother, we will be nice and helpful to him, but that does not mean we will give up our struggle. We won't give up our struggle.
Again,
it's that simple.
Yes, Baba. Again, well, tonight, I mean, maybe I wear my cap as a journalist, as a presenter, and combined with my belief in the struggle. But Baba, I want to reiterate what I was trying to say. If we are offered tomorrow, say, okay, let us sit down, all the main tribes or all the possible nations that can be available in Nigeria, as it was in Soviet Union 1990, when about 23 countries emerged. So if we get that kind of invitation, Prof, and that we can now sit down on a round table to avoid unnecessary bloodshed, we can talk. And one of the offers is to go back to regionalism, where everything belongs to, we can control.
We Yoruba will reject that.
Okay.
We want our own country. Why should it be impossible for us to get our own country?
Yeah.
Why should it be impossible? It shouldn't be impossible. It was not impossible in the Soviet Union for Russia to get its own country. It wasn't impossible in Yugoslavia. It is happening now in Britain, where Scotland wants a second chance at their own referendum. Why can't we get the same kind of chance that the Scots are getting in Britain? Why? Why must it be you stay in Nigeria, then there will be regionalism? No, we don't want regionalism. We want a separate country of our own. That's what our young people want. That's what we want with them. It's as simple as that.
Well, then come the question. It's okay again. Like I said, I want to all my viewers, all the people listening to this show, to understand that I'm doing critical thinking with you, sir. I'm asking these critical questions. Yeah, and I'm
very glad that you're giving me a chance to speak the truth to the Yoruba people.
Yes. If we say no, all what we want, despite all the offers, despite all this, and we just want, if for example, the answer becomes,
what are these offers? What offer is more important than our life as a nation?
Yes. Yeah, I do appreciate that.
People in Nigeria say we are going to destroy you, we are going to kill, maim, and break you, and so on. And then something is so important that we will stay in that kind of situation? The answer is no. The Yoruba people are not idiots. No. In fact, when you have a country and one section of that country says we are going to kill, maim, destroy the others, and starve them out and everything, and the government of the country is not declaring all those things as criminal, the government of the country has essentially destroyed the country. Yeah. So I don't think that anything can take the place, can pay for the disaster that we have suffered in Nigeria since 1962, and especially the disaster that we have suffered in Nigeria in the past 80 years. No, nothing. There is no way you can get rid of that.
All right, Baba. If tomorrow we are by chance, if Yoruba people, because if Yoruba people are to be offered a referendum, that is okay, like it happened 2016 in the UK where I live, when one man, Nigel Farage, was insisting that the UK just have to leave Europe. And it got to a point where the Prime Minister then, David Cameron, turned around and said, you know what, I have enough of all this noise, whatever. Let us go for a referendum. If the majority say yes, then the UK is out of Europe. And lo and behold,
the majority of Yoruba people say yes, then we are out of Nigeria.
Yeah, but yes, sir.
That's all.
Yes, sir. But then again, a similar referendum was carried out in Scotland, and the majority said no, they don't want to go. If hypothetically, if majority of Yoruba, yes, sir.
When you are struggling, your chances can be failure, it can be success.
Yes, sir, I agree.
In the case of Scotland, in the case of Scotland, it was failure. But they are going back to the referendum now.
Okay.
Again, they are preparing for it very hard.
For the second time.
Yes, they have not. The fact that they lost the referendum has not made them abandon the struggle
I agree, sir.
a separate Scotland. Yeah.
I agree.
The same thing will happen in our case.
Okay. Yeah, I think you've answered my question, and people who are listening to us, I think they get the answer clearly, and that gives me more hope. What you just said now is a kind of inspiration, is a kind of re-emboldening my belief and hope that because like I said, that could happen. Hypothetically, that could happen and say, okay, gbogbo ẹ̀yin Yorùbá, I want to give you an option of referendum, because gbogbo Yorùbá pátákó, as we speak, some Yoruba people are just not interested in what you and I and million others want. So we cannot take away their rights. So tama campaign, so jẹ́ pé majority wa ń dọ̀ sọ pé for now àwọn ò tí ì fẹ́ lọ. You answered the question very well.
Fine.
Then we gather
our loins and push forward again.
Thank you very much. Today, I think, you've increased my belief in your leadership by another 100%. Because again, I want that to be taken out of the way. Because some people are saying, no, I need by referendum. No, you cannot say that. Because as it is, all what we are doing is a political process. Yeah, and all what we are doing.
Many of our people end up there want a referendum.
Yes, sir.
The Nigerian system is so exceptionally corrupted.
Yes.
That a referendum in Nigeria is likely to be ruled by the National Electoral Commission. So Yoruba people are saying, no, don't touch that. It is part of the reasons why we want to leave Nigeria. Everything is heavily corrupted. That's all.
No doubt about that, sir. No doubt about that. But if we get that offer tomorrow, sir, and from experience, the experience I have with the past elections, I shows my word, with the past elections since 1952 to Ekwe, none of the elections so far has been been free and totally fair on apart from the 1993 one. Yeah.
Only a free and fair election. It's impossible.
Yeah. Apart from the 1993, even that 1993 was annulled. Now, what in terms of something, sir, inú mi dẹ̀ dùn gan, Olúwa jẹ́ kẹ́ pẹ́ fún wa gbogbo aṣojú wa. Ṣé yìí sà ní tó bá dé stage yẹn, tó bá fún wa ní offer yẹn, gbogbo nǹkan tí àwọn tí wọ́n fi ń win election, 2 questions làwa nígbà yẹn o. Ṣé pé question méjì tá máa ní ni pé yes or no. Ìyẹn ni referendum ni. Yes. Tí ọba dé stage yẹn tá a bá wà láyé bàbá gbogbo nǹkan tá máa fi gba yes only we see because it has just happened now. Èèyàn mẹ́ta náà lọ ṣe election and I wonder if 2 other people were not fully prepared to one of them prepared, knows the nuance, know the terrain, know how it is to win election in Nigeria. And that's why I'm not speaking for Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that he worked, he got it because he put all what it takes to win election in Nigeria. And that's why I can not say to anybody, for me, you will have done everything possible. And he has done everything possible, put everything in place to be where he is today. And that is a kudos. And I doff my cap for him on that. Not because of Yoruba or not Yoruba. So the way things are now with us, Baba, I'm very happy to say this. Now, let me quickly take you to another level before. I want to ask if we can get some people to call in just shortly. I said I'm not going to hold you for too long. Yes, sir. I do appreciate that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Actually, my assistant came to drag me out of bed.
Yeah.
You can see I was already in bed.
I'm very happy.
You are so dear to me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, let me quickly ask, maybe we can take 1 or 2 calls. If anybody want to call before Baba, I'm going to release Baba in another 10 minutes maximum. Then Baba can go to bed. The number to call, if you want to call and ask Baba a question, is is +44 7368 465 054. Let me repeat the number again. +44 7368 465 054. I've been interacting with the national leader of Yoruba campaigners, Yoruba Nation campaigners, and I've asked a question that has always been, I've been holding it back for years since we started this journey together, and Baba has eloquently explained it to me, and I'm very, very happy, and that gives me the kind of hope and the kind of inspiration I need from a leader. So ẹni tó bá fẹ́ pè wọlé, ẹ fi free kẹ́ pé nọ́mbà tí mo pè fún yín. Number again is +44 7368 465 054. While we're waiting for anybody who want to call in, Baba, let me continue to ask 1 or 2 more questions. Tá bá rẹ̀ tó pè wọlé exactly in another 10 minutes, má jẹ́ kẹ́ má lọ sà. Mo dẹ̀ dúpẹ́ lọ yín. Baba, why we at it? Yorùbá lọ́bọ̀ ni wọ́n máa ń fi iṣu síná fojú wọ́bẹ̀ ni. As you speak now, sir, what will you want to say to some of our media people or some of the campaigners who believe that because we had not gotten what we want, will it not be reasonable and sensible for us not to start unnecessary argumentations or to start coming with unnecessary aggravating the situation or be abusive?
No, I'm watching Yoruba Self Determination. We have, by the grace of God, we have learned how to handle our nation, our Yoruba people. We said it from the word go, that we will respect our Yoruba politicians. We will respect them, and we have been respecting them. When they started the election process many months ago, we held a meeting and we decided none of us should interfere in this election something. None of us should interrupt. none of us should be seen to be causing this difficulty for our politicians. Let them sort it out among themselves. They have sorted it out. And we are clean. We are home clean. We have not contributed anything to the difficulties of an election in Nigeria. There was one point at which we held a meeting and I was told to intervene. And that was the only point at which we broke our resolution a little. It was when it looked as if Lagos was going to fall into the hands of a governor. And our people held a meeting and they said, Baba, you have to intervene now in this one. After this one, please don't intervene again. So I intervened, and what I said was, hear me, you voters in Lagos State, I am not supporting or opposing any political party. I am, however, saying, vote in such a way that Lagos remains in the hands of the Yoruba people. That's all. That's all. Some of our people started by, Baba should not have said that, but finally they agreed that it was a good thing to say. And I'm proud that it contributed to the ultimate outcome in Lagos State. But for that, we have kept out of this whole electoral process. And so we can congratulate the winner. Yeah, we can congratulate him, fine. But we can also say to him, you are president of Nigeria. We have a case before the president of Nigeria. The fact that you are our brother does not mean that we must withdraw our case. We are not withdrawing our case. It's as simple as that. We are not withdrawing our petition. We are not withdrawing our letters to the president of Nigeria. Yeah, it's as simple as that, sir. We want to get out of Nigeria, and God will guide us our way so that there will be no violence, no illegality in our actions. No, we will never enter into any illegality. We will never enter into any violence. So it is as simple as that. We took that decision from the beginning. On the basis of the decision, I sat down and wrote a 34-page booklet explaining what it means to fight a peaceful and law-abiding struggle for Yoruba Self Determination. It is there, and most of our people understand it and are glad about it. So that is it. We will continue to do the same, no matter who is president of Nigeria.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. I'm not too sure. I think a call is calling from your phone. Maybe somebody is looking, using your phone. Hold on.
Calling me out.
Okay, it's an incoming call. I'm not going to. Yeah. Okay, Baba. To stop. Papa, again, like I said, I'm going to let you go in another 2, 3, or 5 minutes. Final one. I want you to use this opportunity, this medium, Otumba Hulete's monthly briefing with you, which it's become a tradition now. I think we've done more than 2 years now together. And I have no doubt in my mind that all my programs, all the show I've done, I send it to a specific number of people who are not with us, who do not want to hear, but I'm sure there are a lot of lessons they take and learn from it. I think I have a caller. Baba, I take 1 or 2 calls, sir. Hold on, sir.
Okay.
Yes. Who is calling and where are you calling from, sir?
Okay. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
I'm calling from France.
Okay.
Right. I just want to thank Baba for another opportunity to listen to him and to explain further. Thank God.
I'm going. Papa, thank God, sir.
Okay. Because right, that's France.
Okay, sir. Oh, yeah, continue with your question. Go straight to the question because of time.
Referendum,
yes.
Referendum. referendum.
Yes.
Referendum is an opportunity for people to be enlightened, to be educated. So, mo believe pé àwọn èèyàn wa tó bá tó time tó bá yẹ pé a fẹ́ lọ tún referendum ni tó wá ní pé kí o ẹ wá lọ ṣe referendum kò ṣọjọ́ kan náà máa ní ká ṣe referendum with the Brexit. Our Brexit campaigners, àwọn bí àwọn Farage, they went out talking to people, telling them.
Yeah, we know that process. Go straight to the question, sir. Because of
okay.
Okay.
They will also have the opportunity to be able to understand the reasons why we want to leave Nigeria.
Okay.
So I want this for and against. I want to against them. I'm not
okay.
So with what we have done, we have done without bad day,
okay, thank you.
Okay. Some of them are tired of Nigeria, and I'm sure they will want to exit Nigeria as soon as possible.
Okay, I say thank you.
I don't know your name, but you said the correct thing.
Yes, Mr. Sheyi from France.
Referendum, I'm win hands down, but that is not, that's not the important thing. The important thing is that we will win. If we lose, we will get ready for another one. That's all.
Yes, I like both. I like both answers, and the two answers to me are very, very good answers, because at the end of the day, that one falls to not mean the end of the person to rise up. So, sir, I think the final word before I let you go, sir. There's lately there's this, even though we have been dealing with it locally or just gently in a way, but oríṣiríṣi distraction. And one of the distractions we have to deal with, and I also want to appreciate you. I'm not patronizing you, Papa. I know you've been, it has been a struggle. They're making the job a little bit more difficult. When you now start having so many distractors, if you have them in the community, they are interloper. If you have them in the other part, they become a virus. So we have kind of a virus on this journey, and they'll be affecting all the efforts we are making. But recently, I wanted to use this medium to say to the whole world again that I want talks. I call them talks. I want bragants. In fact, I don't know whether they qualify to be called talks, because I want talks because they are well organized. They are more of people with brains that chose to go to from order. I want rats, and I choose my word. I'm very angry. Kí wọ́n lọ hijack radio station kan ní Ọ̀yọ́ State. Baba, yeah, I have received calls.
Àbúká lọ kí lè wọ́ọ̀dù yẹn ọba lọ́la kí lè kan wọ́n lọ níjọ́sí wọn lọ ń ṣe kínní kan pé kan lọ occupy. You are telling the world and you say you are a Yoruba person, and the world is used to respecting the Yoruba people. You are telling the world that you are going to occupy part of your country without, and you say there is an organization or an authority out there that has given you a letter to go and do that. What kind of thing is that? What kind of insult to the Yoruba nation is that? That you are saying that on behalf of the Yoruba people, that there is a government somewhere in the world that has given you a letter to go and occupy your country out of Nigeria? For God's sake, what's happening? What's happening to the brain of those who are behaving like this? Are they still Yoruba? Because if the world knows what it is to be Yoruba, that's not part of what it is to be Yoruba. And then in the past few days, we have seen them going to, what is it again? And they're going to establish an interim government. And so they are going to seize the country, the Yoruba land from Nigeria. Good goodness. They are doing it in Ibadan, our greatest city. They are doing it in Lagos, our most important economic city. And they are saying that on behalf. Listen, something will have to happen about these people. We cannot continue like that with them. These people going around saying these absurd things. They are going to occupy your country from Nigeria. You are going to establish a separate country, a separate government, and so on. What are you talking about? And you know, do you represent the smallest kindergarten Yoruba kid when you are saying that kind of baloney?
But
when you are saying that kind of thing,
it is baloney. It is baloney.
You are dragging the image of the Yoruba people down, and you know. At some point, something will need to happen to these people.
We have to report them, Papa. Any national leader. I'm sorry to interrupt you. You will have to take official stand by reporting. We know them. We know the how many rats. We know the number of rats. To invest, to mess up, and I'm sure in the eye of the whole world, no country will ever say they don't like what we are doing as Yoruba. It is our inalienable right. This is our right. And
I can say this to you.
And they appreciate the process we are following. We are doing it with all what it takes to get to where we are going. Hello, I think there's a network problem there.
Well, we are highly respectable people. Yeah.
But I think the time I promised you is here. I want you to go now, but I hope we have been able to trash out a couple of issues that are worrying some of our people, those who don't want to get involved. I think we'll be able to talk about that. Because we cannot ignore that there are some of them out there who, for whatever reasons, selfish reason, for reasons of not the way we are doing it, they are not happy with it. There are still reasons that we cannot ignore. So we have to say, Baba, what is the message do you want to use this opportunity to pass to the new president of Nigeria, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, sir? Then I'll let you go. Hello? Hello, sir.
Yeah. And the message is, we rejoice with him. I rejoice with him. I rejoice with him that he won. I remember particularly that 8 years ago, it was because of his energy, his sincerity, his desire to help another person, that help that person to become president of Nigeria. So God has paid him back. And therefore, none of us can now say he doesn't deserve it. He does deserve it. However, he is president of Nigeria, and we will speak to him as president of Nigeria. That is, we Yoruba who want our own country out of Nigeria, we speak to our brother as president of Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Baba, I want to appreciate you. I want to thank you. Out of no time, you managed to come out with 35 minutes of your time to speak, to join me, to join my program. You have been doing this the last 2 years. I will always appreciate you, and I will always say, God bless you. God bless you.
You mean much more than that to me.
Yeah,
I will always. Yeah. Thank you. And God bless you.
You too, sir.
Okay.
Thank you very, very much. Okay, sir. Well, viewers or listeners to OneOnOne on October Who Latest talk show. I've just been speaking with Professor Banji Akintoye, the national leader of Yoruba Self Determination Movement. Again, I'm happy that I've been able to ask him questions which are very, very important, that are also related to the campaign. As it is, nobody in his right senses will say the campaigners are doing anything evil. We are not. People all over the world it has happened every other part of the world. People choose to divorce in any relationship. There will be a time, there will be a reason when some people will say, you know what, I have enough and I want to move on. And I think we've laid the reasons in almost about 30-something pages to the president of Nigeria then, and also to this new president. And like I said, I wear many caps, even though one had any money. I am totally behind the governance of uh, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I'm saying it openly that I'm not going to rock his boat. I'm not going to do anything not to support him. I think he's a leader who has prepared himself. He worked for it and he got what he worked for. So because if I say I don't want to support him, what would that mean is that uh, I get nothing for that. So, but at the same time, when I have audience with him, I'll say, all right, you know what, Mr. President, there are this group of people who want this, who want that. Of course, I know his position, and I can tell you that he's a person who listens. He will listen and say, well, again, you are not breaking the law to be asking for what you are asking for. I'm sure that will be part of his answer to any question of do you want to go or do you don't want to go. Right. It's been my pleasure. It's going to be a short one. I am also happy that Baba been able to debunk, able to make a statement relating to àwọn empty head, àwọn tí wọ́n mọ nǹkan tí wọ́n ń ṣe. Ó dẹ̀ ṣe ni láàánú títí a bá ń rí gbogbo àwọn tí ẹrù pẹ́lòmíì nírùngbọ̀n funfun ẹrù pé ó ti dàgbà ni kò dánú. Òpònú ni most of àwọn èèyàn tí wọ́n decide láti máa tẹ̀lé ẹnìkan tó ń gangan ní problems tó mú wọn nígbọ̀n tó ń gbá wọn. Because gbígbá ló máa jẹ́. How can you say to somebody kò jí láàárọ̀ inú ilé ẹ̀ kó fi ìyàwó àtọmọ́lẹ̀ kẹ lọ sí amúlùdùn radio station ẹ fẹ́ gba ìjọba? I think ibi ọ̀dọ̀ wọn lórí burúkú ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ó dẹ̀ end lọ́dọ̀ wọn. I cannot say anything more than that. It's very, very sad. So I think that's all for today. I'm going to have another guest hopefully very soon. And then we'll be talking about on and about Yoruba Nation. And hopefully new idea will come, new trend, new things will come so we can discuss it. I appreciate you going to tune in today. As usual, help me repost this show. But what is important to me is please click on the notification button so that at least you can always be advised anytime I'm on the show or any show. So thank you very much. God bless you all. Okay, any nice weekend. This has been Otumba Olabode Oseni, also known as Otumba Who. Àwọn kan rò pé Otumba Who yẹn is WHO no. It's Otumba HOO. H for Hashim, O for Olabode, and the other O is Oseni. Thank you. Good night. Good night.